maybe let's begin before we really dive into the tree practice. Let's just begin by maybe noticing a little bit of a sense of gravity to get us started. Notice there's a little bit of weight to your arms, to your legs. Just sort of feel how gravity's gently pulling down on your body, inviting you just a little bit deeper into rest, down into your beds, your chairs, your floors. Just let yourself lean into that invitation from gravity. If it feels right for you, you're welcome to allow your eyes to soften and close during the practice. And what I'd like us all to do now is to gently begin imagining ourselves resting at the base of a tall, strong tree. You may want to think of a tree you know in your yard or a park somewhere, or a childhood tree, perhaps a tree in a forest or a meadow somewhere, maybe even a fictional tree. Just gently beginning to imagine that you're resting at the base of whatever tree comes to mind, letting it support you, hold you. Sometimes this practice will show up kind of visually for us, or it might just be something that you feel into, the sense of support, being held. And as we begin to rest at the base of this tree, we start to notice as well just the soft earth beneath us. And we feel that the roots of the tree go deep, deep into the soil, allowing the tree to be incredibly strong, stable, grounded. As we lean even deeper now, just into the support of the trunk, we start to look overhead, and we notice that the leaves, the branches, are spreading out, giving us shelter, shade, protection. And as we look even higher up the length of the tree now, we notice that it can bend and sway quite a bit the higher up it goes. And we see now that this tree is actually incredibly flexible as well as incredibly strong. And it is this balance of flexibility and groundedness that lets the tree weather whatever storms come its way. And so we simply rest with our tree. Now, know where we have to be, nothing we have to do. Just feeling its strength, its flexibility as we rest here in the summertime. Until finally, we start to notice a little bit of a cooler breeze beginning to blow in. All around us and overhead, the foliage starts to change from shades of green to yellows, reds, oranges, browns. As we start to look up overhead now, we watch as the tree begins to drop some of its leaves. And as they drift down around us, we realize that the tree has a natural wisdom in knowing when it's time to let go of that which no longer serves it. And so as we begin to enter a new season with our tree, we reflect for ourselves now. What leaves have I already let go of in my own life? What leaves am I still holding on to that may no longer be serving me? We move deeper into the fall, into the autumn with our tree. More and more leaves drifting down on all sides now. The air around us grows crisper, cooler, and as the ground underneath starts to harden, we look back up at our tree and realize that it has now let go of all of its leaves. And looking at the tree now, some might call it barren, lifeless, ugly even. Yet, the tree does not judge itself. The tree does not judge itself for doing what it's needed to do, to go inward, to protect, to survive a harsher season. And so as we begin to enter the winter with our tree, we too can remember now to let go of judging ourselves for whatever we've had to do to survive the harsher seasons of our own lives. And so we enter the heart of winter now, still feeling the strength, the stability, the roots of the tree deep in the frozen earth. Until finally we remember, like the tree remembers, that after every winter there always follows a spring. Underneath, the ground starts to soften, to thaw. As the days grow longer, the sun begins to warm our face and the trunk of the tree behind us. All around, little blades of grass and flowers begin to pop up from the earth, as overhead buds form on branches. Birds build their nests and fill the air with their song. We realize we are entering a season of new life, new growth, new possibilities, and that just like the tree, we can learn to embrace the nutrients, the water, the sun, the wisdom that is offered to us in this time. We can allow change and growth to unfold, even if we do not yet know how this new growth may look. So we move through the spring now with our trees, allowing change to unfold as it will, until finally we realize there's one last lesson our tree has to offer us. And it's that even a time of beautiful growth must be let go of as well. That all things need time to deepen, to mature, and to simply rest. And so we come back now, full circle back to the season of summer. And we give ourselves permission to simply rest with our tree. Know where we have to be. Nothing we have to do. Simply time for rest. Now that we have come through this full cycle of change with our trees, we can take a moment just to reflect on the wisdom they had to offer us. But if we can continue to find our roots, those things that anchor us, ground us, while remaining flexible and letting go of judging just whatever seasons we find ourselves in, then we can weather whatever storms, whatever changes come our way. And if it ever feels difficult to remember this wisdom, we can simply bring our trees to mind. Or maybe even more simply, we can walk outside, find a tree to rest underneath, and just let this wisdom naturally soak back in. For now, though, we will have to start letting go of our trees and of the practice itself. I'd like to invite everyone to gently start allowing some awareness, some attention, just to flow back into the space of the rooms that you're in. Maybe just starting to feel where your body's touching your bed, your chair, your floor. Really feeling your connection with the space that you're in. If we have our eyes closed, as it feels right for you, you can gently begin allowing your eyes to reopen as we gently bring our practice to a close.